Real estate on the 31st of January. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. Today, besides the 475 active units for sale that I will mention briefly that you can find at SantaClaritaOpenHouses.com, I want to talk about the value add that real estate agents have and what you might want to look for in your next time that you're going to be considering selecting an agent. One of the things that's important, coming from my background as a police officer, a lot of times we had to size people up, not hanging curtains on them because of some race or gender or any of those things, but by their mannerisms, by the way they acted, by maybe the way they dressed, by what they were wearing. Can they be concealing weapons or drugs? You know, how they look, and then how are they acting? Real estate is no different, and it's not so much as a lot of the real estate trainers train their agents, saying that it's up to us looking at the buyers and the sellers in that way. But whenever you get and you start representing a buyer and a seller, it's really about identifying the other agent. Are they Buffini trained? Are they Ferry trained? Do they go through Tom or Mike? Who them in the business? Are they self-trained? Do they work for somebody else? What company are they at? How long have they been in the business? How many transactions have they closed? What's their experience level like? And what do they like? Are they family people? Are they single people? You know, are they religious in some sort of way? Do they like watches, or do they like clothing? Do they like fancy cars? Do they love going on trips? All of these sorts of things actually help in the negotiation process when you're representing a buyer and seller in real estate, because when you know the other agent, then you kind of have an idea the best way to approach them to get the best advantage for your seller or your buyer. So these are some of the things when I'm talking to agents that are asking me how to be successful in the real estate business, I talk about. Now, while you can't actually get to the bottom line of it, because those agents should also be dependent on their client's instructions. So if somebody's represented by a seller, representing a seller or buyer, and the seller says, this is my line in the sand, then they should, of course, obey that. The same thing with a buyer. If they're representing a buyer, the buyer has their line in the sand, that agent should also obey that. But in most cases, there's a lot that can be gleaned from who the agent is, their mannerisms, and their past work ethic and history about how you can get your best advantage for your real estate buyer or seller. So I bring that into the real estate business, besides posting daily content from an educational standpoint, not my latest vacation, which I don't take any, or the latest purchase, which I try not to purchase anything. But none of those things go out there. It is about taking care of the client. I'm Connor with Honor. We'll see you in the next one.